Bill Gates is one of the richest men in the world, after founding Microsoft in 1975. Bill Gates has remained an epitome of business success all around the globe. The fact is that success does not come by magic. One has to work for it. It's never too late. Here is a great opportunity for you to get to know some of the principles that led to Bill Gates' extraordinary success. 1. Start as early as possible. The first of Bill Gates' success lessons is to start as early as possible. Bill Gates was only 13 years old when he started working with computers. When you start something at an early point in your life, you become molded around it. Not only will you have a chance of becoming successful sooner than most people, but you would also be less likely to want to give up. If you've had a dream that you start working towards when you're young, you will be more immune to people telling you what you can or can't do. By the time you're an adult and people actually start to take more notice of what you're working towards, you will be stubborn enough to just ignore them. 2. Don't whine about your mistakes, learn from them. What is the point in blaming other people for your mistakes? Who are you trying to fool? Your mistakes are on you, they are not anyone else's fault, so stop blaming other people just to try and rid your conscience of guilt. Mistakes are made to be learned from. You now know what or what not to do in the same situation when it rolls around for a second time, and believe me, in most cases it will roll around again. As Bill Gates once quote, he said that, "If you mess up, it's not your parents' fault, so don't whine about your mistakes, learn from them." 3. Be committed and passionate. I think this is always included by every entrepreneur as a good bit of advice. You need to be committed to what you love and have great passion for what you do. The successful people in this world make it look so easy because they absolutely love what they are doing. If you're finding things too stressful and too hard, then I'm not sure you're working on the right thing. 4. Life is the best school, not university or college. No matter how many books you read, no matter how many tests you take, nothing from university or college can properly prepare you for life in the real world. Real-life jobs and bosses does not just involve you studying and them teaching you. It's real-life work that you need to be able to carry out, otherwise you will be fired. As Bill Gates once quote, he said that, "If you think your teacher is tough, wait until you get a boss. He doesn't have tenure." 5. TV is not real life. You need to stop getting sucked into television and believing that what you're seeing in some cases may actually be what people do in real life. Real life is tough, and anybody who's anywhere near successful will not be sitting around in coffee shops all day talking to their friends. They will be out working the grind to pay their bills and improve their financial situation. As Bill Gates one of his quote, he said that, "Television is not real life. In real life people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs." 6. Life is not fair. Another of Bill Gates' success lessons is to learn that life is not fair. No matter how hard you work in life, there will always be times where things don't go your way, perhaps through no fault of your own. Things that you cannot control. You will get knocked down, but you need to be able to stand up. Life isn't fair. It's a test, a game, a risk. If you fall down and don't bother getting back up, you don't deserve to be successful. Winners know that life isn't fair, and they will keep getting back up until they've made it. As Bill Gates one of his quote, he said that, "Life is not fair. Get used to it." 7. Be ready to take risks. Starting a business is a little bit like gambling. You're not always sure if you'll win or not. However, the only difference is that you can strategize and plan well enough to ensure the success of your business. This quote from Bill Gates is not only applicable to entrepreneurs, it can also apply in life as a whole. The world is full of uncertainties, life has no rules, and you have to sacrifice certain things to get to your destination. People will step on and reject you, but at the end of the day, if you are able to muster the courage to keep on going, nothing will stand in your way. As Bill Gates one of his quotes said that, "Business is a money game with few rules and a lot of risk." 8. Be proud who you are. Many people get frustrated because they're not as smart, rich or talented as the person they look up to. You may get frustrated because you're not as successful as Bill Gates, but you have to face the reality that we're all born differently. Each person has their own unique abilities, and you have to accept that to become successful. If you start to appreciate yourself and what you can offer, you will be more confident to do things your own way. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. 9. Accept failure and move on. Failures are more important than success, because by failing you become successful. The greatest life lessons and the knowledge that changes everything is found when you fail. When you succeed, you can learn lessons, you are happy, people will praise you, and everyone is willing to help you. But when you fail, everything is dark and you'll know how it is to suffer. You will see the real ones from the fake ones. More than the joy that success brings you, always place greater importance on the lessons you learned when you failed. Use that as your weapon as you go through life's journey. As Bill Gates, one of his quote, he said that, "It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure." So guys, for more such inspiring videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Stay tuned and stay blessed always.